Nancy Oliveira. Today, on our top stories are about animals and sustainability. Now on to Emma at the St. Louis Zoo, interviewing Lisa Lidges, the naturalist instructor.
So how long have you been working at the zoo?
I have worked at the zoo since 2001, so in June it will be 8 years.
What do you do specifically?
I work for the education department and I'm a naturalist instructor, so basically I'm a zoo teacher. I teach classes here about animals and conservation.
So, how sustainable are zoos?
It depends on the zoo, especially some zoos are accredited, like we are accredited by the AZA, so we kind of have stricter guidelines on some of the things we do. So it's basically up to the zoo, but our zoo is very sustainable in quite a few ways. We recycle, we have lots of recycling programs. We even recycle animal waste, like the elephants. We use their poo for mulch. So we recycle, we do all kinds of things like that. Specific departments will do their own little projects. Some can talked about collecting rainwater, other recycling programs, compost piles, little private gardens, all kinds of things. We work really hard to push the zoo to be as green as possible.
How can we make them more sustainable?
To make zoos more sustainable?
Yes.
Just if you ever see anything like a recycling bin, use it, things like that, and don't drop, don't litter, keep our zoo beautiful, and that actually will help us keep our sustainable goals.
Make the world more sustainable for animals in general?
For the general public, the best thing to probably do is your research and understand that there's plenty of things we can do. I mean, just simple things like conserving water. Turn it off when you brush your teeth. Don't litter anywhere. Just simple things like that. It actually does make a difference. It helps reduce pollution, helps reduce things like that. And at your age, if you guys are looking to get more active, you can write your congressman and things like that. When environmentally friendly bills come up, you can always become more active like that too.
What are some important things we can do to protect animals and their environment?
If you'd like to protect specific animals, your local animals, it kind of goes along the lines with don't pollute, keep them in their natural habitat, things like that. But if you're talking about worldwide, I hate to self-promote, but coming to the zoo actually really helps because we have programs. We actually have a Wild Care Institute here at the zoo where we send people all over the world to work towards conservation of endangered species. So coming to the zoo is actually working towards conservation. It's awesome.
How do you think the hunting for sports affects the animal population?
It depends on what animals we're exactly geared toward. If you're looking at like white-tailed deer here in our neighborhoods, what happened is their natural predators were removed by us. Wolves, things like that, were removed by us. And their populations got out of control. And so management came into account and people had to realize that they're getting out of control. So something has to kill them. Their purpose in life is to feed other animals. Basically, they're prey. So it's very regulated. People can't just willy-nilly go out and kill deer. So they kind of put regulations in order to kind of control populations so that they stay healthy, because if they get overpopulated, disease runs rampant, they run into cars, they run into your backyard. So you can manage it that way, and that's actually important and something we need to do. If you're talking about people that just want to go out and shoot an animal because it's pretty, then no, things like that probably aren't as sustainable or eco-friendly, which is when poaching comes into play.
Do cats have a negative effect on the bird population?
I have not heard of outdoor cats really having a bad effect on bird populations, because there's other predators out there that eat cats. That eat birds, and cats probably, but that eat birds. So I have not heard of any of our birds being threatened or endangered because of house cats that get to go outside.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Hotelling with the weather here in St. Louis. Today is sunny with a high of 75, winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Showers later on in the day, chance of rain 30%. Tonight, cloudy, raining cats and dogs. Winds north at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. Be prepared for power outages. If you experience one, don't panic. Here are some sustainable things you can do to keep comfy during power outages. Use candles instead of flashlights. Open windows if it's nice outside. Line dry your clothes. Use radios instead of TVs. And use the cooler for your food. And remember, you can do these things even when your power is on to keep our planet healthy. Tomorrow there will be showers early in the day. Here comes the sun around 12 o'clock. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. Back to you, Elena.
Thanks, Caitlin. Now on to an interesting story found on this website. The founder of Sea Turtle Incorporated was Isla Fox Losher. She was originally from Iowa. Prior to her fame as the Turtle Lady of South Padre, Isla was well known as a pilot. She was the first licensed woman pilot in both Iowa and Illinois. She was a contemporary and frequent correspondent of Amelia Earhart, as well as one of the original 99s, a support group of women pilots organized in 1929. The foundation that Isla founded, Sea Turtle Incorporated, is in South Padre Island in Texas, and they help turtles. One way that you could help the world be more sustainable for animals is by donating money to organizations such as this one. Another way that you could help sea creatures such as turtles is to not litter the ocean. Now on to a short commercial break. We'll be back.
Oh look, this cat's so cute, I want to pick it up.
No, stop! That cat is in its natural habitat. If you pick it up, it might not be accepted by its mother anymore.
Really?
Yes, that could be a danger to it.
With Purina's Naturals plus vitamins and minerals, your animals will stay healthier longer. They will live and prosper.
And now we're back. And now we're gone.